Hello P6, let's have a think about Thursday's maths lesson. To warm up today, why don't you get underway with one of our maths code challenges. There are 2 levels to choose from, and don't forget what you have to do is solve the clues at the bottom of the page, and as you solve them, what you have to do is take your answer and swap that answer for a letter of the alphabet. So for example, in the first one, this is the higher level task. If the first question is 3 times 4, well, we know that 3 times 4, of course, is 12. So I put my 12 in, and then what I have to do is I have to find every time the number 12 is in my maths code. So every single time I see the number 12, 12 is going to be A, so underneath the 12, I put a capital A every single time I see a 12. So you need to look through it. Every 12 that you can see, go and put an A. And then whenever you find all the 12s, go and have a go at the next one. 17 take away 6, that's going to be 11. 11 is going to be J, so every time I see 11, I'm going to put a J, and so on. And what you're going to do is complete this maths code. It will end up having lots of words in it. One of the words will be a maths word. And what you need to do is write that maths word down at the bottom of the page. So there are 2 different levels to choose from. If you find if you find some of the questions more difficult, for example, in that one, if you don't know what 25% means, why don't you go and look it up? Percentages are something we're going to look at next week when we all get back to school. So don't worry about questions like that. If you're not sure, go and look it up online or find a maths dictionary, but go and find out what it means. So there are 2 levels to choose from for that part. Now, today's main activity is all to do with reading a calendar. And on the website, I've given you a 2021 calendar, which I would like you to download because all of our work today is based on this calendar. Now, we know that the calendar is divided up into the 12 months of the year, and to read a calendar, each month of the year has the different days of the week across the top and then the days within those months underneath. So at the minute we're now in March. Today is Thursday the 18th of March, so there we are, there's Thursdays, there's the 18th of March, and I can see that the other Thursdays in March are the 4th, the 11th, the 18th and the 25th. Now, I can see that March finishes on a Wednesday. There are 31 days in March, so March finishes on a Wednesday, which means that the next month, April, has to start on the next day, which is Thursday. So April starts on a Thursday. 30 days in April, so it runs until Friday the 30th. And then, of course, the next day, the first day of the next month, which is going to be May, has to be a Saturday. So there it is. So what we can do is we can read through the months of the year and look at the different days of the week on which date they will fall. Can you find your birthday on the calendar? On what day of the week will your birthday fall in 2021? Maybe you've already had your birthday this year. Maybe you haven't had it yet. On what day of the week is your birthday this year? Or mum or dad or granny's birthday? Can you find some family birthdays there? And on what day of the week they're going to fall? Now, for your activity today, there are 2 parts for you to do. But before you do any of the written tasks, what I would like you to do is when you're on the website, go and have a look at a couple of different activities. The first one I would like you to do is head over to the BBC's website and go and watch this short clip. It's about 3 minutes long, all about using a calendar. Our ugly sisters from Cinderella have got a few problems that they need to solve using a calendar. I wonder, can you help them out to solve those problems? Then if you head over to the Maths Frame website, I've got a game for you to have a go at, which features 2021, and what you have are lots of multiple choice answers. You have to click on the right multiple choice answer to complete each level of this challenge. So practice using calendars using those 2 activities. And then what I want you to do is download our written activity for today. Now, the first written activity is for everybody to have a go at. And it looks a bit like this. Now, we're going to be thinking about a leisure centre. And at the leisure centre, there are different activities which are taking place. There are judo lessons, there's a health and fitness room, there's a sauna, and there's a rock climbing club. And you will need to use this page, but also use your 2021 calendar to help you work out the answers. Because we are told things like, when I look at the judo, I'm told that the judo is an 8-week course. It's on Monday evenings, beginning the first week of April. So the first week of April, so the first full week of April, that's going to be that week, the first full week of April, and it's on Monday evenings. Now, if it starts then on that Monday, the first week is going to be Monday the 5th of April, but it runs for 8 weeks. So if we're looking for the next 8 Mondays in a row, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I run out of Mondays in April, so I'll need to jump into May. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then jump over to May, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if it runs for 8 Mondays in a row, it will begin on Monday the 5th of April. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will finish on Monday the 24th of May. What you're going to do, P6, is use the information up here to help you write the answers for your questions. Now, do a lot of talking about it, please, but really importantly, use the information at the top here and use your 2021 calendar. For those of you who do the higher level task, then you have an extension task to do. And your extension task looks like this. Now, again, you're still going to need your calendar for 2021. And what you're going to try and do is answer some extra questions based on 2021. So you're going to think about, is it a leap year? You're going to think about different days that fall within 2021. Can you tell me the date and the day of the week on which they will fall? Where some questions we're thinking about people's birthdays. Some questions we're thinking about the number of days in the month, or how many Mondays, for example, they have in that month. So final 2 questions, they are all to do with a question to do with 2022, so the next year, and a question about 2020. You'll have to use the information that's on our calendar to help you work those out. So today's task involves quite a bit of thinking, but it will be really important to have your copy of this calendar either printed out or have it on a screen that you can see. So you've got your main activity, you've got your extension activity, and then to finish off today, you've got a reasoning challenge. And today's reasoning challenge says, if you count in steps of 7, the number 100 would not be in your sequence. So would you find, if you're counting in 7s, would you get to the number 100? Is Thinking Tom correct? He says it won't be a part of a sequence. Or is it possible to have 100 in that sort of a sequence? I've given you a clue. Think about the starting number. Okay, it doesn't say we have to start at 1 or 0. So is it possible to have 100 as an answer if I'm counting in groups of 7? Have a good think about it. P6, we're nearly there. We're nearly at the end of home schooling. We can't wait to get you back into school next week, but keep doing your absolute best, please. Okay? Have a lovely day. Bye.